What is going on, everyone? My name's Boit, and I'm back with some more Age of Mythology. Have the screen way too fast, so let's fix that right up here and now. Wait, can we move with the hotkey? No, we cannot. Sporting on the right side of the map, in the blue color, playing as Gaia. His name is TheViper. I don't know what that was. Don't ask me what that was. His opponent today in the red color playing as Set. His name is Owl52. And I'm not going to lie, I saw Viper streaming. I saw Viper streaming Age Mythology. And I thought, what better time it is than to watch the godfather of Age of Empires 2. Or is it the father? Or is it the grandfather? I don't know. He is one of the best Age of Empires 2 players in the world. He is an incredibly talented RTS player in his own right. And he's coming into the little old land of mythology today to experiment with chaos and all of the fun things that happen. He's playing as Gaia here. He's up against Owl52. Owl52 is a Voobly player, I think. Viper's also recently a dad, so he's also a dad of the real world. Happy Father's Day to him. I don't know if it's Father's Day over in Germany, but in the land of Australia, in the land of the girt by sea, if you know, you know, it's Father's Day. So, well, that's what it is. Anyways, we'll see how the game's gonna go. I'm excited to see Viper playing. Like, one thing that I like to say is that us Age Mythology players, we kind of get stuck in a rut. And what I mean by that is we get stuck kind of doing the same thing over and over again because we don't really think that there's a better way to play the game. And then you see an Age of Empires 2 player come over, a StarCraft 2 player come over, an Age of Empires 4 player come over and play some Age of Mythology, and they come at it at a little bit of a different angle, give some new ideas, and some really fun things start to happen. If we take a quick look over here in Owl's base, he's just hanging out. He's got himself a little bit of gold in here. He's got a little bit of food. He's got one house down. This is a really, really fast advance time. If you're going to skip pickaxe and you're going to skip monuments, you can get yourself a 330 advance. These are things that players are going to have to start locking down if they want to get to that upper echelon of Age of Mythology. If you don't, you can just kind of play however you like. You're never going to get punished for it because if no one's playing with a good build order, then there's no real negatives that are coming into their game, right? So it's totally fine. So Owl here, he's going to be getting a temple up. He's going to be getting a little bit of a later advance time. Plenty of food in the bank. Viper, on the other hand, he's already clicked up through Oceanus. And one thing to think about when you're playing Age of Mythology with your advance times is, why am I advancing so fast? And Viper is doing something very, very crazy here. He converts a whole bunch of villagers into hero citizens. Taking a look at this, this is 1.4. What does it go up from? I don't know. Wait, let's check over here. Let's check over here. We got the whenever they start gathering, we need to see a villager jumping onto gold fairly shortly. But this is really, really interesting from Viper. He's also dropping an economic guild up here. But take a look at this. He's got this villager here is a citizen hero. It's gathering at 1.65 food. And this villager is a normal villager, gathering at 1.5 food. So heroizing it nets you an extra 0.15 food a second. So over the course of, let's just say, 5-6 seconds, something like that, maybe 7 seconds, you're going to be getting yourself one food. So it takes a very, very long time to pay off converting your villagers into heroes. Actually, how much is it? Does it tell me here how much this is? No. Why would it tell me? Does it tell me here how much it is? No. Well, it's not 150 to 125, that's for sure. Anyways, point is, it takes a very long time to pay it off, but your villagers get really, really tanky, really, really safe, and they're going to be enjoying that. But we'll see how the game's going to go. Owl at the moment, he's in the second age, just getting himself a monument up. Is he going for a town center? I don't see anything of the sort just yet. I don't see an armory. A couple of villagers on wood for the time being. as the Anubite's going to push forward and attempt to take a little bit of damage. Pick off an Oracle here. That's going to do a lot of damage here. Because oracles, they cost 100 resources, and it's really, really important for you to have your oracles alive so that you can get that favor income. If you lose them, you have to build new ones. Viper does sneak his Caladra around, just scouting out, trying to see exactly what his opponent is up to. And he does have himself a military barracks, and he is going to be getting himself very, very early frontline heroics here, which are going to be making his infantry heroes much, much cheaper to be converting, reducing the cost of 30 food, 30 gold. So if you get frontline heroics and then you start pumping out Mermilla heroes, this is probably a really, really good way to play. I don't know. I've never played around with it. I don't know how much do these cost. I don't know. They cost quite a bit, I think. As a new bite is coming through. There's no... Where's the Caladria? It's close. As the Mermilla are going to come over here and attempt to defend this one. The hero citizen are in, and they can shank fairly easily here if they so choose. Also, thank you for the Prime, Siegfried. Appreciate you, my friend. 4 months. Thanks for the support. It means a lot. As now the hero Mermilla are going to be coming through. And get that Caladria in. Slow him down. He's slowed. And he is taken out of there. Dead. Anubite. Feeling great here for Viper. He's defended all that early pressure. What else is happening? Some conversion shenanigans over on this side. Do we see an armor? Yes, we do. It's going to be a very, very quick heroic gauge, actually, from our main man, Owl. What's he going to do after this, though? If we take a look at the economy here, Owl, he doesn't have any gold. He's only got food. He's got a ton of wood. We are seeing a barracks getting thrown down here. Is this going to be some sort of classical or like barracks sort of fight, ancestors push from Owl at the moment? We'll have to wait and see, as the Caladria, unfortunately, healing up one of his nearly full HP Mermillas. The Caladria does have this tech, or this ability here, called Burst Heal. It's really, really strong, but she also has a regular heal. So you don't have to Burst Heal your Mermilla. You can just regular heal them until that HP gets quite low. That's my general consensus on this one here. As we see another barracks coming through. And Viper here is literally just going to be going for all of the hero Mermillo. Because why not? Why not just build hero Mermillo? Like, they're really strong. They get a whole bunch more HP. They cost not very much. What is that? 95 food, 55 gold for a Mermillo hero. I don't think it's that much. I think it's cheaper. I'm going to have to check this after the game. I think Viper's onto something here. He's got a big RTS brain, and he's going to be trying to put it to the test here, ladies and gentlemen. But he's still moving around the map. He's still converting all of these rhinos. This map, Giza, is really, really easy to play for set, and it's also kind of easy to play from the other side if you're aware of this one fact. Every single place that a town center has got some rhinos. So all you got to do is ensure that you... keeping an eye on those locations, and you can actually take the priest out, or you can convert the rhinos, one of the two. As we do see Migdol Stronghold coming up, Siege Works coming down as well, Axeman and the like over here, and Viper, he's got to start thinking about where to next. He's got a whole bunch of those Mermillo out. They're not going to be doing all too well against these Axemen. They've got 4x bonus damage against them in that UI panel there. Very, very strong. Does Gaia get cheaper heroes? Gaia also does get cheaper healers. You get cheaper heroes. Actually, is it all cheaper heroes? I'm not sure. I know that... Hang on. I need to look at the tech tree. Let's just look at it. Promoting to citizens. So it's just hero citizens that are cheaper. The human units, they're still expensive, okay? As we do see the citizen over here. And you can kill off a rhino here. This is very smart. He can actually eat said rhino now as well. Feeling great about it. If we take a quick look at the map, though, Owl is starting to move forward. That Carabalus there will do a lot of damage. Great little slowdown there onto that Scorpion Man. Got to use those burst heals, though. Otherwise, his Mermillo are going to be getting taken out very, very quickly here. Carabalus snipes one of the Axemen onto that position. They're still going to be healing up his Mermillos as best as he can. Can Viper win this fight? It looks like he's able to take this one down here, as on the back here, those chariots, they're getting taken down very quickly as well. Now, the Mermillo heroes, they don't have bonus damage against the Chariots, but they've got such high base damage that it doesn't matter because the Chariots have only got 15% hack armor. So Mimir come through, they slap away, Chariots die, and Viper is in a fantastic position right now as he's going to be pushing into Owl's Migdol. He's got to be careful not to take this fight for too long. That Migdol is doing a lot of damage here. The Pyroballister will get a little bit of damage done, but it does look like Viper in that position decides time to be retreating away here. As the game continues along, population-wise, it's a little bit in favor of Viper for the time being. But he does have to be careful about this one. Those Pyroballists are only really good against infantry. Chariots are being made. And if he's not careful, Al can kind of read this position and he can just throw down another Migdol stronghold and just pump out chariot archers. And then what is Viper going to do? He'll have to make Terma, and he is making some. So I like this. Viper's reading what his opponent's doing, and he is reacting really, really nicely. He goes for another huge conversion on those citizens over here. I swear that they've got to be somewhat expensive here, but he goes for it, and all those citizens moving outside of his base now will be hero citizens, which are very, very safe. And I think that, honestly, I think Viper has to be onto something. This is a unique god bonus here, which no one's really been using with Gaia thus far. Thank you so much for the raiding party, Angelica, Asa. I hope your stream went well. Hope you're enjoying the mythology. As Viper drops his town center on the front, we are seeing him sending some citizens forward here. He might be looking for these rhinoceros over here. Does he spot them? Yes, he does. He's going to be sneaking in to this position over here to grab those rhinoceros very, very quickly. As Viper is searching around the bottom here for something to raid. There are some villagers on those berries here. One little trick you can do with the Caladria is you can just run them back and forth here and be the first unit to run through to dodge the arrows. But we do see Al with some very, very quick reaction times there as he retreats away. Citizens on this position, though, they are getting hit by those camel riders. As Viper, is he fighting back? No, he's not even paying attention up here. He's about to lose not one, not two, but potentially 4 citizen here as they're going to be retreating back. There's the third one, and the fourth one going to be going down as well. But it is 2 town centers up for Viper. Wildy's just lost 4 citizen, which is also, that's a lot. That's like equal to 8 villager losses here. He's still in front on villager count. Plus, he's also got those hero citizens carrying him through. And he's probably got some economic upgrades in here. He's got pickaxe, he's got hand axe. Meanwhile, on the other side of the map here, Al, he's got hand axe and pickaxe as well, but he's behind a town center. So he has to make something happen with his army that he's got right now, which is very strong. It's much stronger than what Viper's got at the moment. He's got the axeman, he's got the chariots, he's even got an elephant in here. Town center getting dropped at the moment, but he can start moving forward. But while this is all going on, Rhea has hit now for Viper. He gets that free behemoth out. But more importantly, he unlocks Contarius, he unlocks Arcus, he unlocks Destroyers. Those are the big units for the Atlantean army to really have a red hot shot at taking out this type of an army from Al. I want to see Viper dropping like a bunch of those military barracks and getting into the Arcus. And he is making himself heavy archers right now, so he can start spamming them out. I'd love to see a palace getting dropped down for safety's sake here. But Al at the moment here, he's getting that town center. He's still playing safe. I'm a little bit worried for Viper because look at Al's economy. He can sell that food and he can go Mythic Age with a big timing to come through and really hit Viper. Viper needs to be putting the foot on the accelerating pedal very, very shortly. Otherwise, life is going to get very challenging for him if Al decides to hit some sort of a quick Mythic Age here without spending all of those resources. And it looks like that's exactly what he's going to be doing as he decides to go through Horus. Now, he does have a whole bunch of axemen. So simply put, just getting himself a couple of those, or getting himself Axe of Vengeance means those axemen are going to be able to do a ton of damage onto buildings, which means he's going to have a whole bunch of pushing power. Plus, he's going to have Tornado, which can it can basically ruin an entire army. As Viper retreats back, he's still playing very defensively here. in this game. He's pumping out the units as Owl is going to be trying to sneak up to the top side of the map. Villagers retreating away from this gold mine with those that army starting to move up here. So nice play for Viper. He can just run those citizens back this way if he's going to be paying attention to that. Pumping out units right now. He's making those Kontaris, he's making Terma, he's making Hero Carabalis, he's making everything he needs. And this army here with a whole bunch of Kontarias coming through, those Kontarias are going to eat up this army. It's going to be very, very, very brutal for Owl because he's only got Axeman Chariots as the citizen getting targeted down. Viper not paying attention here. He does make a break for the mana there, but he loses one, and the other mana is going to go down very, very quickly as the army for Viper coming around onto the side here. He's got a lot of population to catch up for the time being, but he does have a decent army here as the Terma going to be coming through, going to be attempting to snipe some of those Chariot Archers. Still does not have the ballistics upgrade, it seems, which would be very, very helpful for his heavy Terma here. As the Mythic Age hits, the Behemoth going to be coming through. The army coming back here from Owl as Ancestors gets dropped. Behemoth is not going to be taking any sort of retreat paths here as that town center is on under attack there. We see Trader onto an elephant as we have the Carnivora also getting dropped down. Viper attempting to spend all of his resources as best as he possibly can. The Avenger comes through, cleans up that what's it called, Behemoth there, as the town center is now going to be getting torn to shreds by this tornado. There is an upgrade here. It looks like he's got the relic there to give him some boosted HP on that town center. Will it be enough or not? It looks like it's not going to be enough. Just barely goes down with 65 HP. Could have kept that one alive with any amount of repairing, I reckon, here. But Viper is still putting his foot on the pedal here. He's got no resources in the bank. He's lost a lot of citizens in this game. He's got 0 villagers on food at the moment as he's trying his darnest to push through here. Get that Caladria to heal that elephant. Get him up. Ah, no, he's about to fall. Could have gone up to a huge amount of HP there. As the Avenger twirling on those heavy Murmillo that are able to get a whole bunch of damage with their little cheeky, unique ability that they've got with that serrated blades from that Oceanus unique technology. As the Scorpion Men getting taken out. Owl is struggling right now to build units. He's queued up 9... Wait, hang on, let's check this one out. He's queued up 5... Whoa, he's queued up 5 Camel Riders and 9 Chariot Archers in 1 Migdol Stronghold. You know what I'm going to say? If you ever queue up a whole bunch of units, just build another Migdol. Just build another one. It's going to be fine. You're going to be in a great spot. But both players are really, really struggling right now. Viper is behind about 20 villagers. He is no longer building villages at the moment. He's completely cut his villager production. He does have 11 villagers on food, so he will have to start that villager production very, very shortly. But still in a bit of a challenging position here as the units are going to be retreating back. Thank you for the prime there, Polite S. Appreciate you, my friend. Thanks for the support. And we do see a whole bunch of those Hero Terma are going to be coming back in here in an attempt to hold here. Viper is really liking these Terma, but I don't think they're helping him out all too much in this game. Much better to go into those heroic age units in the barracks with Kontarius and with Arcus is a great idea, but we'll see if Viper can make it work. Owl is in a great position now. Migdol Stronghold coming up over here. And Owl is going to be pushing forward. We are seeing those cavalry coming through to help take out the Carabalis. A good micro here from Viper as he does some shoot and scoot micro with them. He can move a little bit further. They do have a 1.8 fire rate, which does mean they can traverse quite a distance before you need to turn around and attack again. But Owl, he's still struggling to really muster up that population. Still with a ton of units stacked up in 1 Migdol Stronghold here. Does Viper have? He does have himself that ballistics upgrade now at the very least. So the Terma, they actually are pretty good as you can snipe those Chariot Archers down really, really quickly. Great play there from Viper. Is he still not building villages? He's still not building them. He's got villagers in his main base over here. He doesn't quite have the wood, but he's got plenty of gold in the bank, so he can definitely take some villagers off of that gold. Maybe drop another Gaia forest somewhere. He doesn't have the favor for it, but he could try something like that. Almost snipes down that Scorpion men there as well, as mercenary cavalry coming into the fray here for Owl. Owl's on 3 town centers, or just about to be on 3 town centers, and he's continuously he's pushing continuously in front by the fact he's continuing to expand his economy here. And Viper, I don't know if he accidentally stopped villages or if he's done this on purpose, but he's not checking his town center, and his economy only now starting up again. As I'm sure he's going to be ready to get this town center very, very shortly. He's got a market. He can buy some wood if he needs to. He can kind of do whatever he wants. He can pump some units out. The gold villages on the back here need to be getting hit with the raids, as we are seeing some Terma running around to that side. On the bottom side, there's a whole bunch of villages down here as well, which some Murmillos can go and target down. So we'll see if he's going to be able to make that happen there. As Al's starting to get a couple more barracks up. He just needs to get a whole bunch of buildings. He's got... Now, at the end of this, he'll have 5 barracks and he'll have 2 migdols. In Age of Mythology Retold, with 235 population total, this is not enough buildings. You need at least 10 barracks. You need at least 5 migdols to make these sort of armies start to work, as we are seeing those heavy Murmillo coming through, getting a little bit of damage done over here, as one villager does end up falling. The rest have to make a break for it there as well, as the Terma come in and attempt to pick off a couple of villagers over here. Viper is doing some little cheeky micro with them, but he's going to have to get out of there when those camel riders come through, chasing those hero Terma down. How much speed do those Terma have? 6.3 speed. Do they have a relic that's speeding them up? They do. They've got dwarven horseshoes there, as the Murmillo is getting taken down over there. And Viper, he's got to regroup. He's got himself 2 town centers. He's going up to 3 town centers. He's going to be able to pump those villages out, potentially catch back up in economy eventually. But the problem is that Owl can just slowly but surely chug through this crazy economic lead that he has, and eventually he's going to have himself a 205 population army. And what can Viper do against that? Doesn't matter all the micro in the world. That's a huge army he's going to have to deal with. But at the moment, Owl's only in front by about 1,000 resources in terms of military here. So it's not going to be a impossible task for Viper, but he's going to be having his work cut out for him, as the units pushing in. Catapult going to be getting a little bit of damage done onto the town center here, flinging those big stone boulders at said town center, as the catapult is going to be coming up here as well in an attempt to hold on. The citizens will get caught out on this position as well. Can Viper retreat away from here or not? As the catapult is going to start wandering forward. We do have those camel riders coming through here, as the town center goes down, and Owl is in a good spot. We do have those Viper Terma trying to come through. Good micro there, though, from Owl, as he pulls those chariot archers back beautifully. But while that's going on, the cavalry all get absolutely shredded by those catapultics. And guess what unit comp Viper has figured out here that is going to be really, really strong? Catapulties. Not only do they beat cavalry or camel riders, they also beat elephant, and they also get bonus damage against chariot archers to boot. This is huge for Viper figuring this one out. Axemen is still going to be coming through, so one unit comp here for the Atlantean players to be considering as a completely not troll unit comp, very, very strong, is Catapulti Arcus. Arcus kill off those Axemen, Catapulti kill everything else off. Could be a great way to play, but the Catapultis here targeting down those Axemen, and now the Camel Riders can ride in and kill everything else off in this fight here really, really nicely. We do see another Carnivora coming in, but Viper is down to 75 population, and in that moment there, Owl takes the dub with Viper, unfortunately, tapping out. Oh, it was a good effort here from Viper. Owl is a little bit of a veteran. He knows the game in and out. When Viper had figured out that Catapulti comp, I mean, all he had to do was put 1 and 1 together. All of the units which Viper makes, which Owl makes, which Egyptian makes, are cavalry or infantry, basically. There's also slingers, which would be the only unit you don't counter here, but I would have to work out to build slingers, and then you can throw in some cavalry or something, and you're going to be completely fine. But great find from Viper. Just didn't have that economy. He hit himself in the foot here when he forgot to train villagers. I believe it was, yeah, at this position here when he clicks up to the heroic gauge, he just doesn't build another villager. He stays at 50, and then it's just downhill from there as the set player overtakes the economy, and that's all she wrote, ladies and gentlemen. If you guys enjoyed this game, please consider following the Twitch from the YouTube, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next game.